Hi there. So I'm Alicia Knight from Alicia Knight Coaching. I wanted to do a video today to talk about how you can make that leap from full-time employment to going full-time in your own business. So that's something I have done myself. I was in PR and marketing, working in an agency for a year before I went full-time in my own business. I decided I wanted to retrain and become a personal trainer, and that was what I set up as my first business. Now, making that leap from what you know as a full-time employee to being in your own business can feel like a really scary, uncertain step. And so what I want to talk to you about is how you can do that and reduce the way it feels as a massive leap. So I'll just explain what I did before I went into my own business and how I planned it out so that I could take that leap and felt really secure about it. So when I decided that I was going to set up as a personal trainer, I firstly did my qualification while I was working full-time. So it did take me a little bit longer than going full-time in the qualification, but I thought at least I've got the security of something behind me, as in my job. So I was studying while I was still in my role. I then also knew that I had the finances behind me to make a leap. So I planned what I was going to do with the money. I mean, I was lucky enough to get some inheritance in, and although a lot of people would have said, why didn't you use that and save it for a rainy day? For me, actually, this was my rainy day. I had been longing for so long to work for myself, be my own boss, and it was getting to a point where I was feeling really unfulfilled, and if I didn't do this soon, I don't know where I would end up. So for me, the money that I had secured was what I was going to use to establish my business. So for you, I want you to think about how can you pull together a pool of money that you can use to establish your business. So you've got that behind you before you even step into your business. I also then made sure that I was telling people what I was doing before I'd even done it, so that people knew that once I'd gone full-time in my business, they knew what I was doing and they could spread the word. So talk about your dreams of owning your own business. Talk about what you plan to do and how you're going to do it, and who are the people that you want to attract to be your customers and clients, and talk freely with your friends, family, your network about your dreams. Now, it can be tricky if you're already working full-time, but you can tell people that you work with this is ultimately at the moment a side thing. So you're still working where you are, and at the moment you're building it up as a side thing. At some point then you might be able to say, well, actually, I'm leaving my full-time work and I'm going to step into this business. But that's when you can have that conversation. And then lastly, it is about planning. So these things are also part of the planning, but planning how you are going to build your business, who you're going to target, what your marketing is going to be. Do this all while you've got time in your other job. Because when you step out into working full-time in your business, it's really hard to stop because you've got that sort of need to get going with the business. So all the planning up front, the strategy, the deeper thinking about how your business is going to work, do it while you're still working full-time, because it will help you in the long run. When you're actually working in your business, you've already done that work. So those are my tips for stepping out into your own business while you're still working full-time as an employee. And I hope that you find those really helpful.